Hello everybody and welcome back to Soul Gambler. Our friend just killed himself. And that's bad and I could be next, so let's continue. Skeptical. That is what I was. I never thought I would get entangled in a web with a crazy old woman, a loan shark reflex, a ghostly seductress, and weird people who bet on souls. I went to my secret place, the place I go when I need to be alone, when I really need to think about me and my life. Being located in a great plain over the city, and enjoyed a wonderful sunset view. For some reason, looking at the sun made my thoughts clearer. More than once, I caught myself talking to the sun, and somehow it answered me. This is all just crazy. What should I do? I don't really know what this is all about. Nothing is ever that simple, my boy. I like that place because no one used to go there. The old man really caught me by surprise. He was sinister. He could be anyone, but his face had something unsettling, and his eyes, one was green and the other was brown. Would you like some advice from an older soul? Sure. You are good-mannered. That's good, my boy. Very good. You've chosen quite a nice place to I had heard bad coughs before, but nothing like that. Then I saw that the hand he used to cover his mouth was stained with his own blood. We need to get you to a hospital. It's okay, boy. I'm okay. Calm down. Will it bother you if I smoke? He chose to cure his coughing with smoke. That's gonna kill you. I'll eventually die anyway, no matter what. Smoking a single cigarette won't make any difference to death. To be honest, I don't smoke. A pack of cigarettes appeared in my pocket, and suddenly I was smoking. I never heard of a non-smoker who carries a pack of cigarettes in his pocket before. Just like you had never heard of someone who had sold his... and he started coughing again. Okay, the coughing was heavier this time. There was even more blood than before in his hand. You really should go to a hospital, mister. Really? To do what? I'm tired of hospitals. Don't worry about me. Death is not so bad after all. I'll be straightforward with you. You made the pact. How do you know about that? I can see the scar on your hand. Faust. The old man knew about the pact, and he also knew my name. You haven't realized it yet, but your role in all this is bigger than you think. How do you feel about all these new opportunities? That's what I'm trying to figure out. The pact is not that bad, because I can get anything I want. That's one way to address the situation. You want something a lot more valuable than that. What do you mean? Your reflex. It isn't the same, right? He became some kind of demon who makes my wishes come true. That doesn't seem so nice to me. I wouldn't call him a demon. It is neither good nor bad. It's just what it is. It is your reflex, your will. If he doesn't want to harm me, why is it so interested in my soul? It's not like that. Your soul is the price to alter the fabric of reality. The reflex offers you the price you have to pay to do that. I don't understand. Why is the price of everything so high? Even simple things have a high price. You have a big urge to make things happen. Things which shall come naturally. Things that will come at the right time. The choice to waste your soul with that type of wishes is yours. He makes a good point. Like, I could wish for all this stuff, but if I'm patient, most of it will come to me. Anyway, who are you? I am the only one who can help you. I know what her plan is. Well, there's one more person who knows about that, but unfortunately that person can't do much for now. What's her plan? Dang it! I had less time than I expected. I'll call the emergency. No! Escape! Do not let her catch you! What are you talking about? She will do anything to catch you! He fell and he was unconscious. I took my mobile phone and called the emergency. It didn't take long for an ambulance to arrive. What happened? Did you see? He was coughing a lot and then fainted. Do you know him? Do you know his name? No, I've never seen him before in my life. Okay. He's in the ambulance, but his health isn't good. He must have some kind of complication in his lungs because of cigarettes. Cases like this with his age are common and typically don't last. Congratulations, boy. You were present at the last hours of this man. Thank you. Should that make me feel any better? If you'll excuse me, we'll have people with real chances of survival to rescue. No need to thank me. Yikes. In an attempt to clear my head, I only managed to get even more puzzled. When I got home, I immediately looked for my reflex. So you're on my side after all? For 300% of your soul, I can answer that question. I'm good. As soon as my reflex was gone, the doorbell rang. Who is it? I'm a police officer. I need to speak with Mr. Faust. Is he home? Yes, I'm Faust. Would you like to enter? That won't be necessary. I just wanted to ask you some questions. Is a man known as Hog your acquaintance? Yes, but I wouldn't call him a friend. Then is it not true that you two have a mutual friend? Wagner always had a talent for bad companions. So I can assume that you're not a friend of this man known as Hog. Certainly not. You were seen the next day walking through his neighborhood. What were you doing there? Now can I not go anywhere I want? I will not answer anything else before knowing the reason of these questions. Hog was found dead in his apartment. I'm just questioning possible witnesses. I'm gonna need you to come with me to the station, Mr. Faust. Do I need a lawyer? No, you're not being charged with anything. I just want you to formalize your testimony. I'll go with you. I'd never been in a police station before, not even to file charges. Hog kept putting me into trouble even after death. Wait here, please. You will be called soon. Okay. Look, you're not here as a prisoner or something like that. There's a good coffee house in front of here. Feel free to go there and have something. Just don't take too long, okay? Thank you. I could use a coffee. There's one of those coffee houses that you find in every corner. I couldn't get that feeling of conspiracy out of my head. How was I going to explain my relationship with Hog? Even if I wanted to, I couldn't bring up the subject of betting souls. I began to wonder whether it was a good idea to go back to the police station. Trying to escape would almost be a confession. That wouldn't be a good idea, so I went back to the station. I went back to the station, hoping the misunderstanding could be solved soon. I kept waiting. The boredom was intense. I began to wonder whether they'd already forgotten about me. Will I have to wait for much longer? No, the chief should be arriving soon. Hello. Got it. I'll take care of it right now. Faust, you're under arrest. Whoa, what'd I do? What do you mean? What have I done? I'm innocent. New evidence appeared. You'll go to a cell. I was thrown in a cell in the back of a police station. This will be your waiting room until the police chief has time enough to take your testimony. At least I have company now. What's your name, boy? Faust. Tell me, for what kind of crime did the weird old woman frame you? You made the pact, didn't you? Yes. I also made the pact. Everyone in town and their mom has made the pact. I don't know if you noticed, but you can't talk about the pact with someone who hasn't done it yet. It was that crazy old woman who found a way to get me in jail. She made them believe I killed an idiot known as Hog. What? I was arrested for the same reason. I shouldn't be surprised. That old woman tells many lies and somehow manages to make everyone believe her. We're both innocent. Of this crime, at least. She kills Hog herself. Every time. When I first met him, he had already died several times. What are you talking about? He was alive and well last time I saw him. How can you be so sure? The dead don't talk, walk, play basketball, or laugh in my face. And people don't sell their souls in exchange for wishes, right? You know nothing about death. You know nothing about this world. What you assume to be true may be false, and what you assume to be false may be true. I didn't trust him at all. But in an awkward way, what he said made sense. I noticed for the first time how much I didn't know. Just how stupid and arrogant it was to believe so blindly in the truth spoken to me. It was like seeing for the first time things that had always been in plain sight. I see. I wasn't wrong about you. I knew you were smart. Hog died the first time a few years ago. He was a drug dealer who got involved with whom he shouldn't. How do you know all this? Let's focus on what's important, okay? The question you should be asking is, how does a dead man come back to life and just go around walking and talking and all that? Okay, how does a dead person come back to life and go around walking and talking and all that? Well, somehow that strange woman stalks souls of other people and uses them as currency to bring people back. Not as humans, but as some sort of undead. When Hog died, the old woman made him an offer he couldn't refuse. She told him she could bring him back to life, but he would have to pay her a debt before dying again. The amount of soul required to turn someone into undead is enormous. And the deal that the strange woman offered to Hogg was that he should pay the double of the amount. Hogg thought he could collect enough souls to get credit with that crazy woman, so that he could come back to life when he died, which is very useful for a drug dealer. And that's why he's always so desperate to collect souls. But he was very naive. The old woman would never allow that to happen. Whenever he reaches his goal, she finds a way to kill him again. So in this way, he always comes back to life in debt, which works perfectly well for her plans. In addition to no longer being a human, Hogg is now a slave. If only he accepted death, he could rest in peace. He tried to make a bet on your soul, right? Yes. That crazy woman uses people who are afraid of death, such as Hogg, to collect as many souls as possible to do who knows what. I found out too much and started to cause troubles. Then she found a way to get me in here. Sorry, but why not just kill you? The old woman is a perfectionist and has a macabre sense of humor. If she killed me, she wouldn't have my soul. And she finds it amusing to put all the people who bother her in one place. So, all the prisoners that are here are people accused of killing Hogg? That makes no sense. Several people are accused of the same crime? Wake up, Faust. Stop trying to make sense of everything, okay? We're talking about magic. It's the type of her magic. She makes people believe in absurdities. Do you still doubt me? Something about you doesn't seem right. It's natural that you suspect me. At this point, only an idiot wouldn't suspect me. But take a look around. Do you notice something strange in this cell? Besides two inmates talking about souls, you mean? Yes, two guys who made the pact in the same cell would already be too much of a coincidence. But that's not all. Look around. There's nowhere where we can see our reflection. He's right. I hadn't noticed. The cell was absolutely matte. The iron bars were dirty and rusty. There wasn't anything that someone could use to see a clear reflection. This place has been prepared to receive us. We have no way to make any wishes here. We can wait for the dark reality. What are you talking about? You know, when everything gets dark and weird and the mysterious woman appears, the demon appears even without any mirror. Mysterious woman? You mean the crazy woman? No, this one's young and attractive. I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen such a thing as a dark reality. What kind of drugs did Hogg give you? I've been thinking about the mysterious woman and the dark world were part of the pact. I wondered if I was the only one who could see them. Interesting. I cannot help you here, Faust. I'm sorry. You're alone. My cellmate didn't seem to see or hear it. Anyway, I figured out how to see my reflection here. Tell me how and let's get out of here. No. What do you mean? I can't tell you. It's not that simple. Why are you betraying me now? I'm not trying to harm you. I'd help you if I could. I have no choice. The wish I need to make requires a lot more soul than I have. That's why I need your help. Let's make a deal. What's the plan? I need your soul. And you need to know how to see a reflex here. And you need more soul to get out of here. You are going to need my soul. Here's the deal. We will bet all the soul we have against each other. Then we'll let luck decide. I don't like that idea. Do you think I like this Russian roulette? We have to do this because there's no other way. It'll be better if one of us can be free than if we both spend our days locked in here. You're insane. He was silent. I didn't know if he had given up or if he was planning something. Time went by. I was tired and hungry. When I was thinking about considering making the bet, an officer entered the cell. Faust, I came here to free you. It was the same police officer who threw me here, but something was different about him. Quickly, before she knows it. Okay. Am I not going to be freed? Ask for help to that witch. You made a deal with her. Liar. Whoa, he got shot. They shot him in the head. His body fell to the ground and he was dead. Whoa. After running away from the police station, he took me to an abandoned building. Homeless people and addicts were using the building as shelter. He took me through a door and then scribbled some drawing on the floor and took me to an isolated room. I don't have much time. Pay attention. You need to get away from this country as soon as possible. Pause. Look at his eyes. Green and brown, just like the old guy. There's a connection there. Take this envelope. Here's a fake passport with your photo and a ticket to Panama. Panama? Yes, the flight is tomorrow morning. You'll be safe there. I'll have a snack for you in the corner. Eat, sleep, and go to the airport as soon as the sun rises. Why are you helping me? You can't let her find you. Your life is not the only one at stake here. I have to go. Wait a second! How can I trust you? I freed you from prison, didn't I? See you later, boy. Don't get caught. I'll try. And I stood there alone with my thoughts. I didn't want to run, but I knew it wouldn't be safe to stay in the country with that old woman pursuing me. I decided to do what the police officer suggested me, to eat, sleep, and go straight to the airport. The next morning, I was at the airport. I had only the envelope and my clothes with me. I came to check in for the flight AZ666. Yeah, that's a great sign. 666. That's great. Awesome. Ah, yes, the flight to Panama City with a stop in Dublin. Dublin? That's a pretty strange stop for a flight to Panama, isn't it? Several airports are closed because of bad weather. It's a rather unpleasant coincidence, but Dublin is certainly one of the few airports with good weather conditions. If you prefer, we can change your ticket so you can look for a better flight. No need to change anything. I couldn't afford to wait. The plan was to leave the country. Ireland or Panama, the more important thing was to escape. Far from the old woman. From the madness. Oof. Man, this just keeps getting weirder and weirder. Okay. I'm going to leave this one here. Leave a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you like. Tell me what I can do better. Thank you for taking time out of your day to watch my videos. And as always, I hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye.